So I'm saying goodbye to my hotel. I was staying at that building. Like, these guys have a bunch of buildings. It's more like a lodge because it's all wood and it's multi-storied, no elevators. And that's my first video ended at Sea Parks Canada. They give you this pass, so it's $10 a day. So they said, when are you leaving? I said Sunday, but today's Saturday, and I'm not sure I wanna stay here Sunday because the hotels are pretty expensive, like I mentioned before. And one thing I forgot to say about if somebody wants to follow in my footsteps and go on that trail, one thing I discovered is that you need good footwear, because that particular trail, tram line, it's a bit difficult because it's steep. It's like, you know, always up, right? But not too bad. But the problem is that the floor of the trail, there's a lot of rocks. Okay, it's not like dirt or, you know, regular path through the forest. It's very rocky. And so I found that I was wearing regular sneakers with, you know, regular soles, of course, and I could feel those rocks, you know, like, and my feet hurt a little bit, even though I had like some thick socks. So if you come here, make sure you're wearing you know, hiking boots or any kind of shoes or sneakers with you know, thick soles, because yeah, you know, it's Rocky Mountains, like there's rocks everywhere, right? But the views here are just unbelievable. Right behind my hotel, that building where I was, there's a huge mountain. And also, yeah, from here, from this hotel, I didn't show it very clearly at in the trail video because I was pointing the camera at the wrong part of the screen and so of the phone. I was showing the Google Maps and I just cut it off. But basically, if you put in the railroad, there's an old railroad station just across the street here, and there's a restaurant there, and that's where that trail, tramline trail starts. So you have to get to that restaurant. But whenever you put in Google Maps that restaurant as a destination, it's sending you this way on a big loop, and it's 1 mile, 1.6 kilometers if you're walking. And then I asked the guy on the bike, and he says, yeah, it does, you can just walk across. Like, what he never mentioned is that there's a railroad track in there, but I can see a path where people are going because it's very easy, you just go. But it's a pretty tall, you know, like the track is above the ground, like probably, I don't know, 3 meters, but there's a hill and you just go there, check for trains, and you go on the other side. Nobody said anything. And actually on the way back, when I was coming back the same way, I see there's a train on the tracks. I'm like, Mamma mia, what do I do now? You know, I don't want to walk. I was so tired. I don't want to walk 1.6 kilometers around. And I thought, how far is that train sticking for? Because I was waiting for the green signal there. And I went around the station, the restaurant, and I see that the engine, the locomotive, was right there. And I stopped and I thought, you know, if I try to cross, they might call security or something, I don't know. But then I look at them, nobody's shouting at me. I look at the lights in the distance, they were all red. And so I just went far around the locomotive in case it starts moving, right? Like, I don't know, 10 meters in front of it. And I walked slowly and I crossed the tracks. Nobody chased me, but this way I saved, you know, more than a kilometer. So it's just crazy. So that's what Google Maps does not tell you. Like, why is it sending you like this? Is because there's a railroad tracks in there. Anyway, the plan today is, because I cannot afford, you know, $200 every day, because that's like 3 nights at Howard Johnson in Red Deer. It's just too expensive. So the plan today is to drive over, no more hiking, drive over to another beautiful lake in this area, Lake Moraine. And the road starts here. So basically I have to go back to the main intersection of this little village there and take there's a road called Lake Moraine Road. And that's what I'm gonna do a video about. It's gonna be a car trip to Lake Moraine. And I'll use my GoPro, put it on the head, and then when I'm there, there's a short trail. I checked, did my research. It's like 3 kilometers, but it gives you great views of this beautiful lake. It's pretty much supposed to be as good as Lake Louise. But I was getting low on fuel, on gas, and of course this is a resort, national park, so prices here are outrageous. But I'll just probably get like, I don't know, 20 liters, and then I'll spend a couple of hours there. This time I don't have to rush because I'll have my car with me. And then on the way back, instead of going through Calgary, I'm gonna go north more into the park because I can come back to Red Deer this way. I'll take Highway 93, which goes north, and then it connects with Highway 11 east and takes me to that Rocky Mountain house where I did deliver that pipe layer. Unless somebody was saying something about some roads are closed there, but we'll see. But 93 is a beautiful scenic drive. And also there's quite a few spots in there where you can stop and take pictures, because I was looking at Google Maps and there's like every maybe 20-30 kilometers there was a mark on the map saying scenic spot, you know, lake so and so, a scenic spot, mountain so and so, you know. And I had a picture, basically, you know, like that picture with the, like you see on the road sometimes, a guy and a kid with a looking glass, you know, meaning a scenic spot. And that's gonna be the second part of the day. So I'll be slowly driving through the scenic 93 and looking for good shots. I have my camera with me, of course, my Nikon, my trusted Nikon, and maybe do some, I love mountains, maybe do some shots of mountains. But now we're gonna get gas. Oh, and one more thing. Yeah, before I hit the road, I'm gonna get gas just a little bit, just to make sure I'm not stuck somewhere there, because over there up north is going to be more expensive for sure in the rest of the park. But one thing I wanted to say is that everybody said the food here is very expensive, and so I didn't go to the restaurant. There's a restaurant on the first floor of the inn. I didn't go there because I knew it would be crazy, but I decided to go for breakfast, and the food was amazing. But of course it's a huge place. There was 2 big groups in there, and then my server says, I'm sorry, but there'll be a bit of waiting because we have 2 large groups in here. But the food was, I had a wrap. I didn't want to get bread, but as soon as I saw it, it was a wrap with chicken or some beef and sausage and eggs. Man, I'm still remembering it fondly. And they have an espresso machine. They can make you a espresso coffee. I said, give me like a tall Americano. Yeah, that's pretty much burrito. It was like a big burrito cut in half, but very tasty, super delicious, and with some what they call them, potato tots, you know, those little pieces of potatoes baked in oil. I just had a couple of those, and then there was some couple of strawberries, you know, like very tastefully decorated. I love this. But the main dish was like 17 bucks. So I think I paid, the final bill for breakfast was $22 Canadian, and of course I gave him a tip. So I think the breakfast cost me about 25 bucks. But you know, this is not something I do every day. I think I should do more stuff like this, you know, when I'm sitting somewhere. There's so many beautiful, you know, scenic spots around, you know, and I go all over the country. So I should do this more often, just try new things, you know, like that scooter was a great experience. I never rode the e-scooter before. So I know these videos don't get too many views, but I really enjoy them. And I enjoy making them, and I enjoy the experience, and it's even for my own personal, you know, kind of like history recording, you know, like when I'm 120 years old and I have some adopted kids asking me, so daddy, so granddaddy, granddaddy, so what did you do when you were young, when you were 60? And I'll say, well, check out my YouTube channel. You should have the address memorized by now, grandkids. This is my time at the Lake Louise village, and this is me exploring Lake Moraine. You know, it's cool. Like sometimes I look back at some videos I did, 3-4 years ago, and it's fun. You know, one of my customers called me yesterday. There was something they didn't like about the videos I did, so they asked me to delete them. A couple of videos, work related, right? So I deleted them, but what was interesting that the gentleman said he's watching my videos and he enjoys them, and this is a pretty big customer. So you gotta go by what your customer wants. So I deleted the videos, unfortunately, but now everybody's happy. So all right, let's go. Okay, first order of the day. Let's see how bad we are on gas. Wow, what is it listing? Yeah, it doesn't give you. It says I have 217 kilometers left, so less than half a tank. So why is it showing my location here? I'm not here, I'm over here. What? There's two of them. No, it moved. All right, so let's use this. It's gonna be a gorgeous drive. So we're gonna go to this Moraine Lake Lodge, which is closed, but that's the 17 kilometers.
Head southwest toward Village Road.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, I wish I had my magnet on the dash. You see, I have it over here. It would be so handy to have it somewhere here. But it's talking to me, so that's what important. Oh, and I wanted to buy some like a t-shirt, because I only took one t-shirt with me, right? So check this out. The guy's walking naked, covered in towels, because yeah, there's another thing here. They have a swimming pool and they have a whirlpool inside there. And when you check in, they're asking you if you vaccinated, by the way. Just to continue the topic with vaccination, there was so many comments about this, right? And I just don't like all this politics BS. But this is the reality, and I think it's a correct reality. I check into the hotel,
turn right.
And she's asking me, can I see your proof of vaccination? And I find the email. Okay, somewhere here should be a Petro and a Husky. I know it's expensive, but it's better get it here. Somewhere on the left side here. Okay, where is it? Oh, Shell. Shell. Oh, here.
Turn right onto Lake Louise Drive.
And so she asked me for my proof of vaccination. I found it, and then I said, I'm just curious, why how am I supposed to, if my gas tank is on this side. they have arrows saying that you cannot, basically have to go only this way. Like, what do you do if your tank is on the other side? And so I just turn around. You see, like this lady, right? She's coming in. This is one-way traffic. But the good thing is that the gas was $1.33 per liter, you know, and I try to pump without paying, but of course this is a resort. They don't like that. It says prepay inside, you know, put in your credit card. I think this is it. Yeah, Lake Louise Drive. And so I put in my debit card, and it says
Continue on Lake Louise Drive for 3 kilometers.
and it says what do you want for maximum authorization? And the lowest number was $100. Oh, forget that. So I click on other and I choose 50, right? And okay, for what? There's no stop sign. Oh, so you have to follow that peace officer, whoever she is. Yeah, this is the river. I was on that bridge over there somewhere. And see, people are hiking here. Oh, actually, that's where you can go. It's just, I think that's what maybe I should have done. You can just follow the road. You see, it says 4 kilometers. Actually, it's shorter. Yeah, I was over there yesterday. But this is, check this out. That's why I wanted to show you guys, like the mountains. Of course, somebody sits on my bumper right away. The speed here, I saw in many spots, it's 30 kilometers an hour. But you know, why would you want to rush here, right? What, you want to drive 80 kilometers? Like, you can cross that line. Somebody from Florida is calling me, man. Yesterday I'm hiking, some guy calls me, also from US. Hey Sergei, I watch all your videos. And I said, I'm sorry, I cannot talk. I'm hiking here. I'm gonna lose the signal. Yeah, this is the trail. I was here yesterday. No, wait. Somewhere here where these signs are. And you see, I did not know this. So a lot of people, they don't go through the woods. I think that's a good idea. So they just follow the road. But it's not easy because look, there's no shoulder here. You see, that's what I meant. The speed is 30 kilometers an hour. And now here we have to turn left somewhere. Like it's gonna be, yeah, like in a car. Check this out. It's like, you see, Moraine Lake left. I have to go. No left turn. What the heck? Why I cannot turn left here? Turn around somewhere here. See, of course they have signs. No U-turn. No U-turn. What the heck? No turn around. BS. one road. Like, where else do you go? And somebody behind me is turning around because, you know, what am I supposed to do, right? Drive into the lake? Man.
100 meters, turn right onto Moraine Lake Road.
There's so much water here, it's not even funny. And I'm still on the first bottle. I still have a second one like this. But, okay, did they open it?
Turn right onto Moraine Lake Road.
Like, I'm not going into the parking lot. Maybe that's what it's closed over there. See, what the heck? I need to, how do I get to Moraine Lake? I need to go there. So basically, my friends, no Lake Moraine for us today, because we have the wrong skin color. I'm joking, okay, it's a political joke. But turns out there's one road, right? And even though, yeah, I'm just cleaning my hands because I stopped here at Petro Canada to see if they sell any t-shirts. And of course they do sell some, but they're wrong size and they're very flashy. And there was a cool t-shirt with a picture of with a drawing of 3 wolves, you know, like very nice gray, you know. But there was a t-shirt with a bear. I hate those creatures, you know. They almost ate me yesterday. By the way, somebody noted that I was the only guy with the bells, and it was true. And actually, when I was coming back and I was crossing that bridge over the river right before the restaurant, before the railroad line, there was a couple. They were just standing on the bridge, and they heard my bells, and they looked at me, and the girl was a bit the woman was a bit worried. She says, "Are there bears?" I said, "I haven't seen any, but you know, they say that this thing works well. Like if the bear swallows you whole, they cannot digest the bells, so they have to spit you out." And so we had a quick laugh and I left. But yeah, I was just a bit too cautious because, again, this is my first time, and I'm telling you, that trail did feel very, very remote at times, even though then you have bikers, I mean cyclists, right, coming towards you, but then boom, and you're all alone for like 20 minutes or 15 minutes. I'm telling you, it felt a bit like I stop and I listen, and it was so quiet, but you can still hear cars in the distance. And so to get back to the little problem with the lake is that evidently it's a very small spot, right? And so when there's too many cars, they just close the road. And I stopped there. When I turned off my camera, I stopped and I tried to get out. The car was running, would not allow me to open the door. Like, what the, how do you open the door? And the guy's pointing to me, go, go, go. I said, I'm not going, I have to go there, you know, like I'm not. Okay, Highway 1 this way. I said, I have to go there. And then I look at his uniform, I'm thinking, man, what if he's a cop, you know? He's gonna give me a hard time for not following his, but he says, no, go this way. Basically,
In 400 meters, turn left onto the Trans-Canada Highway, Alberta 1 West ramp to Jackson.
basically not allowing me to go right. And you know, I don't understand that. How can a road be so bad? But turns out, yeah, it's not. I thought it was like a construction or something, right? And he says, no, that's why they have those signs over there. The parking lot is full. He says there's no way.
Left onto the ramp.
That parking lot is 16 kilometers away, 10 miles away. Can you believe this? And he says the parking lot is full, so we cannot let you enter. Like, what? I cannot stop on the shoulder somewhere there? Man, like these guys over here, they're pretty strict. I'm telling you. And so I definitely am not hiking today. I'm sorry. I did almost 10 kilometers yesterday. So now I just programmed. Oh, look, check this out. Scenic lift. Somewhere there. I programmed the next town on Highway 11. No, basically on 93, right before 11. And so I thought I'll be showing you Lake Moraine. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen today. The parking lot is full. So we're just gonna go and see what we can see. Yeah, sometimes I do this. I flip. Oh wow, I think it means that I'll have to buy another pass over here. Yeah, I flipped the mirror because, you know, as a Icefields Parkway. I flipped the mirror
Take the exit on the right.
because as a trucker, I'm not using that mirror right in the truck because of the sleeper and the trailer. You cannot see anything right behind you, and so when I get in the car, sometimes it gets annoying.
Take the exit on
You know,
the right.
when somebody's sitting on your bumper, you know, and so sometimes I just flip it up. I don't care. Like, I'm driving, the speed limit here is pretty sure 90 kilometers an hour, so. But yeah, like there was a guy in a pickup truck, followed me pretty much, I don't know, for 1 hour on the way to Calgary. Not sure what his problem was. I was, how fast? What? I couldn't go into the right lane because there were trucks in there, like slow trucks. You know, and I was moving pretty fast. This guy just sits on my bumper 5 meters away and like pass me. You want to do 150 kilometers an hour? Jesus, pass me, right? Oh, you see this? Son, I knew this. Back pass required. So this pass, because this is a different park. Purchase National Park pass ahead. Maybe this one will work, because this is Parks Canada. Park pass check. Let's see what they say. Maybe I won't need to buy it. Man. Do I have to buy? I'm okay?
Yep.
So, alright, so it's one park. Because yeah, somebody was telling me that actually you need more than one. And so yeah, for me, I find sometimes it's less stressful just to use the side mirrors, right, and just turn your head if you want to see behind you. But anyway, so yeah, this is, man, instead of the lake, I'm gonna show you this beauty. They say it's a very picturesque highway, and I'm just gonna go slow, enjoy the views. I'm gonna be like one of those guys yesterday that were irritating the heck out of me, but 85 kilometers to the next gas station. But and I don't think they allow trucks in here, but this is where glaciers are supposed to be. Like, this is supposed to be pretty cool. Where's my trying to find my okay, oh, there we go. So you have to pull this, you have to pull the lever, and then like on my truck, right, it just, and on my Charger you just push the left side in. You see, this is mountain, like we're going up. But yeah, I don't think they allow trucks in here. I think there was a sign there. No transport trucks. So this is, you see? These are lakes in here. For example, this one is Herbert Lake. Wow. So that's what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be stopping today and taking pictures. So they didn't want us to go to the Moraine Lake. Screw that, right? So we're going to all the lakes in the area. Okay, where's the how do they get to the water? I think it's somewhere here. So yeah, who needs that Moraine Lake when you have all this beauty here? Check this out. Open parking. Man, look at this. And I would spend probably half an hour, even if it was open, probably spend half an hour trying to get to that lake. Actually, this is perfect, you know, that's when you have rocks like this, man, this is gonna be a gorgeous picture. I'm telling you guys. All right, we're gonna do, let's say 200. I'm gonna go there. I think I see a shark, like a fin of a shark. Man, this place is dangerous. Well, yeah, that would be a good idea to see something like this. Wow. Yeah, I found why my camera was showing trees as violet. Sometimes you flip this button over here, and that's automatic focus versus manual. And that's what it was doing. It was trying to tell me, wow, look at this. People stop over there, people stop over here. There's a couple of ducks. And look at the water. The water is so clear. So yeah, this is much more interesting. It looks like people even sleep here, because that guy is brushing his teeth. So yeah, that's one lake. And let's see, there'll be I know there'll be another huge lake somewhere here, like this one. But basically, yeah, I think my plan was great. So now I'm just gonna go. See, there's washrooms here. That's where you should go, right? Forget that those crazy parks that are too busy. Man. Now this is the real face of this national park. It's not crowded if you know where to go, because most people, they just know Lake Louise, Lake Moraine, right? But yeah, that's what I'm super happy I found this yesterday. See, people even come with those swimming boards. We're just gonna go slow because somewhere here there'll be even some glaciers, and here there can be wildlife. This is really nice, but this is remote. You see, like this, no gas stations for 85 kilometers. But yeah, this other lens is perfect for something far away, like mountains like that. Oops, sorry. And of course, right away there's some guy on my bumper. No, he disappeared. Wow, where did he go? Maybe I start imagining things. But here you don't want to be driving too fast because, yeah, see, because here you can see wildlife, and I'm hoping that would happen. According to Google Maps, we're in a valley between some mountain ranges. Car slows down on hills. If I don't push gas, man, I like this little car actually. Like, it's, very comfortable, good visibility everywhere. But the engine, man, I forgot to look it up. It's probably like 1.4 liter. I guarantee it. Doesn't even feel like 1.6 Lada I had in Russia. That one has, that was a monster with 60 horsepower. 60 horsepower and 4-speed manual transmission. And people were paying $6,000 US. And when I bought one in I moved to Moscow in 92. I started making some money in 94, 95. Yeah, I think in 95 I bought a Lada, like brand new, 6 grand. And that's what it had. I think it was like either 61 or 62 horsepower, 4-cylinder engine. The car looked like a box, but of course all steel rims, nobody cared about that. All right, I see a target in front, cyclist. Is there anybody behind us? And basically right on the left side there, probably, I don't know, 20-30 kilometers, there's it's a girl with a long pigtail. So this way, like I'm going north, slightly northwest, but this way is British Columbia, because this is still Alberta, right? But if I stayed on Highway 1 and if I hadn't taken the 93, Highway 1 turns west and you enter British Columbia. All right, I set up the cruise control, 91 kilometers an hour. So if somebody ever wanted to visit these parts of Canada, so welcome aboard. It's kind of like your own little personal movie with some exquisite narration from Captain Sergei. Look, a mountain, see? Trees. No, but somewhere here, when I was even driving my truck on Trans-Canada 1, what's with these guys? They all have flashing lights. I see him from a kilometer away. There's a cyclist, but I think he's on the wrong side of the road. Yeah, on the left, like you can. So the guy stopped there, looking at something, or taking a picture, or taking a leak. Well, this is a guy, and that was a girl. Maybe he's waiting for her to get married, or I don't know. And so this time I'm using Hero 8, which I'm sorry to say is more reliable than Hero 9. And Hero 9 is heavier, so I thought I would be walking around Lake Moraine, and because that one is heavier, so it's actually easier to use it with a chest mount, right, instead of on my head like I do now. And so I prepared that one. I charged all the cameras. I have 2 batteries for this one, right, and I charged everything, and so now my 9 is connected to my chest mount. And I didn't get a chance to use it. No, I still cannot believe this, that they would close a 16-kilometer long section of the highway just because at the very end the parking lot is full. Man, this is just nuts. But see, we already found one cool lake, And actually that Lake Moraine, well, it's probably bigger. Yeah, it's probably like bigger, but it's longer, so you cannot see the entire lake anyway. So kind of what I did now with that lake is probably what I would have seen at that Lake Moraine. So it's okay. This is actually really, for me as a driver, for a person who likes traveling and driving, you know, I like this. See, there's another guy sitting on the left here. Oh, a bunch of guys in here. That's a good indicator that probably I should stop here too. Oh yeah, this is good. This is good because here, check this out, guys. Wow. This is gorgeous. Let's go grab my camera, see what we can. Oh, and there's a lake in there. Oh yeah. Now I remember, this is the spot for that lake. You can see the lake in the distance. Yeah, I remember this one. This is that lake viewing area. And it's hard to see because it goes like this. This is actually, I see it here. What's the name of this lake? You see here? And on the other side of those mountains is British Columbia. Oh, now next one is this, right? I don't know, maybe 10 kilometers, there'll be another lake. Audi. Those guys are driving Audi. Yeah, okay, maybe I'll turn it like this. You see, no people, right? Like two people, nobody's interfering with your picture taking. Well, these are all the guys that were sitting there. Some rich people, Mercedes. Yeah, so we're definitely stopping at that next lake. By the time I get home, I'll have a lot of interesting pictures. I love mountains, man. Yeah, a while ago I was in my truck going empty to Las Vegas from Colorado, and over there also when you go from Colorado to Las Vegas, that you go through some real mountains, you know, and the mountains are really close. You see, so they have these small parking spots everywhere, but I'm not sure what the attraction is over there. You cannot see through the trees. Yeah, that lake looks pretty big, and it's right next to the road. Where is it? Maybe it's gone dry or something? Okay, over there. I see one guy standing here. There should be a lake somewhere at the bottom there, I think. Oh, there's a sign. Bow Lake, 2 kilometers. But it's over there. I already saw it down in the valley there. Check this out. There's something here. Washroom. Some kind of a glacier. Crowfoot Glacier. Helen Lake is this way. Okay, let's stop here. You see? I love this. The way they did it over here. Man. All right. Let's go check this one. Oh, there's a lake over there. But you can hardly see it behind the trees. Yeah, battery number 1 is gone. But this is a really beautiful spot. That lake over there with green water, emerald style, you know, but it's very far, so I hooked up my 300mm lens. I took a picture of those glaciers over there, some ice. I'll add them at the end of this video. Be sure to check out the photos, because even though I say so myself, but they're gorgeous. All right, and now I took out my GoPro 9 because I remember that this battery, I did not charge it fully for some reason, even though it was charging overnight. But the second battery for GoPro was only 55% charged. So this is, I don't know if you guys can see this, but this is the lake. Of course, it gives you no name. What the heck? But I think there'll be another. There was a sign, right, saying 2 kilometers, because this lake is actually, it's much bigger over there. Like here it's just starting. It's pretty narrow, but over here is going to be bigger. So I'm going to stop over there, and then over here there's going to be a couple of lakes over there. And then somewhere here there'll be a big one. Yeah, once I turn on 11, there's this river. And also runs pretty, oh, this one, yeah, this one. So 11, there's some kind of a humongous lake or a river. Looks like it's a river, and then it turns into a lake, and then it becomes a river again. No, I think it ends over there. But yeah, there'll be a bunch of other lakes. And so maybe I should call this video. Oh, check this out. The cyclist that I passed is already here. You know how they say in the city, if you live in the city, a simple bike is actually faster than a car, right? The only thing that is faster is public transit, I think. I think the bike is pretty much the same, but of course not here. But you know, like New York, you know, you live in Moscow, New York City, stuff like that, like a big town. Yeah, all right. Wow. So yeah, I'm definitely stopping here somewhere. This girl is flying. Oh wow, man, this is gorgeous. Because the water here is right next to the oh wow, look at this. And it says no RVs. The sign says no RVs. All right, so we took pictures over there. Now we're gonna go and take them over here somewhere. If we can get around these RVs that are not supposed to be here. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. All right. But you know what the problem with this is? The problem with this is that I have to change lenses again. Because 300mm here, it's, I'm telling you, like I should not have sold that 7200, because that's what you need here. Like, let's say to take a picture of those mountains, like this will just be perfect. I could see that ice and snow, but you know, I just want to like somewhere here, or maybe like even 50 millimeter would be good. All right, let's go check this out. All right, and I see people in the water. So yeah, it's the same lake. All right, let's see what we got here. Wow. So what's my cloudy? White balance is cloudy. This is perfect. Actually, what is this? 28? All right, off to the next one. The next one is going to be probably a while. Oh, check this out. These guys are having Canadian flag and the Chinese or Filipinos. So these guys probably just got their citizenship or became residents and just came to Canada. You know, you see a lot of patriotic you know, moods. Basically, people feel very patriotic when they just come to the country that welcomed them, just like at Canada. Wow, that's a good view over there. Now that one I could have used a 300mm for. There's a glacier on the top there. Wow, lots of snow and ice. And of course that's why these Oh, see, there's another spot here. This is so great. So basically, guys, put it on your bucket list. And this cyclist, is he gonna follow me all the way to Rocky Mountain House, I wonder? So put this on your bucket list. Drive on Highway 93. This is it. Just don't go to all these overpriced, you know, resorts over there. Just stay at the hotel in Calgary. That's the cheapest way. Then drive 2 hours to Lake Louise. I recommend stopping for breakfast at the Lake Louise Inn, because the restaurant is open to anyone, and the breakfast is beautiful. The coffee is great, fresh water, iced water, you know, no ice water. And then get your gas over there, because, you know, get your gas if you need one at the Petro-Canada or Husky over there, or Shell, and then just hit the road. And whenever you see a spot, you know, whenever you see a spot with some parking, see, these guys are, oh, he's taking, oh, wow, there's a moose in there, man. Wow, there was a moose lying in the grass just looking at these guys, and they're nuts. and they came really close. I thought at first, you know, because he's holding a phone like this, and I don't know, I thought he was taking a selfie of himself, because there's mountains in the background, because there was nothing in the front. In the front it's just brush, right? And then I see a huge head with huge, you know, horns, antlers. Man, on a DSLR single lens reflex camera you can change lenses, right? But now, like my S21, I can do zoom up to like 10 or 20 times, but of course it degrades the picture. But that's okay for, you know, online something. But if you plan to sell these somewhere, you know, man, this is a huge hill. Okay, there is some kind of another viewing area over here, but oh yeah, there was another lake in there. I'm guessing the one that's closed. Look, I'm not doing anything, and I have to slow down because I'm doing 110. That's too fast here. Oh, it's probably behind those trees. Yeah, it's pretty far, forget it. So now the dream come true for me would be, but anyway, I was saying that, sorry, not to forget my thought, but bring a real camera. Like, you know, even like my brother, he has a Sony, like a big Sony camera, but that's heavy, it's expensive, you know, you're afraid somebody will steal it when you're on a trip. So he has a point and shoot camera, which is still way better than a cell phone. Because nowadays, you know, these point and shoot cameras, actually they're great for vlogging, because they have a display that you can flip up or to the side. And so you can use that as your vlogging camera, and you can use that to take pictures. So that's what I would recommend. Yeah, don't just come with a cell phone, man. Oh, I remember how I took a helicopter ride in Niagara Falls, and I had the same feelings. Like I have my GoPro on the head, I have my camera, I still had the Nikon. I'm a Nikon guy, so I had Nikon, but the cheaper ones at the time I was using just crop sensor camera, but still it was like 5300 Nikon, D5300 or D5500. But even those, they're much better than a cell phone. And so we paid, I think it was about $100 for that ride over the falls. And I still have that video on my channel if you check Niagara Falls helicopter ride. and I added those pictures at I did the video and then I added those pictures at the end. And I remember the Chinese woman next to me was like busy with her cell phone, sticking it out the window and taking pictures. Like, you just paid $100 for for another once in a lifetime, you know, a ride over the falls, and you're using your cell phone. Man, don't get me started on this. And that's why the entire photography industry is in trouble, because nobody wants to buy real cameras anymore, you know, unless you are a professional or semi-professional like me, right? Like, I consider myself a semi-professional because I do sell occasional picture online, so people pay me, and that gives me a nice cozy feeling, thinking that, you know, knowing that somebody liked my photos, you know. All right, so you guys are seeing this. So we have mountains on the left. Why we have nothing on the right, I don't know. But this 93, I think it's a good thing they don't allow trucks here, because you see that a lot of people stop and look, you know, all these areas, right, where you can stop. Well, it's kind of like the same deal as before. No parking, I think it's closed. A sign, but it says that you can park, and there's a lake here, but everything is closed. Okay, looks like people still here. Let's go check it out. So I said I wasn't going hiking, but looks like I don't have a choice. Yeah, for some reason they closed the parking area. And that's what I meant about that trail, the tram line. You see these rocks, like big ones? That one is all like that, and they're very, you know, hurtful if you step on them. Like, see, this one is okay, like there's more like pebble, but on the tram line, man, like sharp like these. And these, you know, kind of like this size, and they're all over the place, and you try to step between them. No, wait a second. Yeah, I see, like this. There's gonna be a steep climb back. But this is beautiful. course, I left my anti-bear bells in the trunk. Picture of some mushrooms. Oh yeah, I see the road that they closed the road. This is really going down, down, down. So going back would not be a picnic. So there's two lakes, Lower Waterfowl Lake and Upper Waterfowl Lake. So one of them is 700 meters this way, 800 meters this way. Somehow I don't think I like that, but this is gorgeous, like the river with some little waterfalls. Yeah, I want to get to that side, because if I take a picture from here, there's the background is not that interesting, but over here you have a mountain peak. Oh yeah, I see the lake from here. But look how clear the water is. Yeah, I like this. They probably have trout in here because she likes such clear water. First current. Yeah, I like this river. It was quiet, no people. See, this is way better than Lake Louise, I think. Just too many tourists over there. And there's so many nice trails in here. Actually, if I knew this place, I would rather hike in here, because you can hike right next to the river. You know, it's fresh air. It's getting warm. All right, let's continue this. So basically we're turning, and there's a lake next one, but I don't think I'm gonna stop in there because it's the same mountain range. But over here, see Lake 11? I mean, Highway 11. That's only like 26 kilometers from here. And then over there, I might stop somewhere. There are gonna be a couple of big ones. Yeah, this time I didn't bother with backing. Gotta watch out for these potholes in here. This car has tiny wheels. Yeah, it's too bad they closed this, because this was, I'm guessing it was closer to the river, and the bigger lake is over there. See, but now I know that there's two lakes, so upper and lower. Passing, I think it's over there, but there's no stopping here. Another avalanche area. Yeah, there you go. That's the bigger lake. But it's the same mountain in the distance. I already took pictures of that mountain 20 times. You know, I want to see a different range. And of course there should be a stopping area, see? So that's where I should have gone. I should have gone here. But we're not gonna stop here because it's pretty much more of the same. We'll see what's happening on Highway 11. But the water is beautiful. Kind of like Lake Louise, has the same color. Lots of ice and snow over there on the tops. See, here's another spot. Actually, says no stopping. Avalanche area. Some super old Volkswagen just flew by at 200 kilometers an hour. Oh, and here's another one, but here you can stop. See, and you can catch a glimpse, but there's a sun right there. But this would be perfect during sunset. Picture became a bit more interesting over here. Check this out. So we are 5 miles, 8 kilometers away from the turn onto Highway 11. Wow, this is like those mountains in the distance there look beautiful. And they have, yeah, I like how they have these roadside, you know, pullouts, so people can stop, take pictures. Hiking trails, forget it. If I see the sign hiking trails,